mentality. Kevin, a sharp change.
We'll see if he can continue to move things in the right direction. Thanks, Doris.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
And Gerald Henderson is going to pick up that foul. Outside Teague. Here is Korver. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And that one's good. Horford's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hawks.
Boy, they've been so sound offensively in the second half. I love the way they're playing.
Yeah, there's really no comparison in the shooting percentage between the teams since the break.
With this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Hawks second.
Yeah, wonderful passing team, and it was the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish.
Here's Henderson. He has 5. He dishes it to Walker. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. The feed to Zeller. And Walker kicks to Henderson. Just 3 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Henderson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Teague with the ball. He feeds it to Korver. Millsap left side. And he banks in the layup. Millsap's got 6.
Virtually uncontested. And it's nice to be able to add to the lead without really having to work for it.
Clark, Charlotte for so long had been the team to beat up on in the East, but they turned the tides on everyone last season.
And, you know, sometimes you can expect the team to turn it around if they have an injury or two the year prior, but Charlotte, I think, took a lot of teams by surprise last year.
On the topic of Charlotte, in the East, they brought in a lot of talent. It was really a difference maker for them. You could tell early on they were a different team last year.
And the Hornets making a change here. Williams is checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Rand's checked in. Now here's Teague. Here's Carroll. He kicks it to Korver. Millsap a screen on Williams, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
And Stevenson's checked in for Charlotte. Now here's Williams. Feeds it to Henderson. Passes it to Jefferson. Puts up the baby hook, and he gets it to go. Jefferson's got 10 points.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Teague dishes to Brand. There's the pass to Court. Right side Millsap. And the Hawks getting another basket right there. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Jefferson setting the pick for Williams. Henderson, no one around him. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Henderson's got 6 in the quarter.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball. Well, Kevin, we got a moment now to look back to last year's Atlanta Hawks. 2nd in assists, 6th in free throw percentage. And they were in the top 10 in steals as well. I mean, this is a team that really gets after people defensively. Deflection, pressure on the ball, all of that leads to steals.
And the key really to that club, in my mind, was the offensive unselfishness. This was a team, as you mentioned, Clark, that finished in the top 5 in assists per game. So it was the fact that they really shared the ball. They had good ball movement and a good plan of attack all season long.
Now here's Williams. 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Here's a look at some of the stats for Al Jefferson. Terrific year last season for him. Put up about 22 points a game, 11 rebounds and 2 assists. And the work that impresses me the most is how he's attacked the glass and provided so much help on securing rebounds for his team.
Yeah, it's huge, Steve. I mean, when you add up the offensive glass work that turns into second chance points, I mean, the rebounding that he brings to the table has been huge.
Brand, a screen on Williams. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. Hornets on defense now. They trail by 11. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Schroeder. Kicks to Korver. Pass to Schroeder. Hawks passing it around. No good from Brand. The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And he gets it to go. 51 seconds left to play here in the third. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Brand's got his second bucket.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference.
Now here's Henderson. 9 points in the game so far. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
And that one falls for Zeller. Mike Scott's checked in for Elton Brand. And he makes both free throws.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite trailing in this game.
Well, you know, that's when you need to be most aggressive when you're down. Another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
Here's Schroeder. 7 points in the game. Stevenson outside. Oh, that's blocked. They retain possession. The alley-oop, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. In a moment now to check out our State Farm assist to the game, and what a pass it was by a talented point guard.
Well, this is what he does. This is the kind of plays he's known for, Kevin.
Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. On the wings, Korver and Carroll, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard. Now here's Williams. Dishes it to Jefferson. Off target at the rim. The Hawks leading by 9. Horford with a screen on Walker. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the dunk by Horford.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play. Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
The dish to Carroll. He wants to get the Millsap and does. Puts up the baby hook. And again, it's Atlanta.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
On the wing, Williams. Right wing. Goes up the baseline. Jefferson can't get that one to fall.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Pass to Carroll. He dishes it to Schroeder. The feed to Millsap. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. And the Hawks lead by 13.
Great second half. I mean, he came out of that locker room ready to play.
Teague is checked in for Atlanta. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He hasn't been happy with their shot selection. He told them, we're forcing things out there, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, work for the open shot in the flow of our offense. We'll see if they heed that advice, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. The Hawks leading by 13. He feeds it to Carroll. Back to Teague. Korver kicks to Millsap. Runner in the lane. That misses off the backboard. The Hornets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Walker. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Now the Hawks were in a bit of transition last year, that phase of their development. But one area that they really struggled was getting wins on the road.
And that's always hard to do. They were very average away from home this season, right in the middle of the playoff pattern.
And with Atlanta on the road, they didn't really play too terribly, but they just didn't close out games away from home when they needed to.
Here is Korver. Releases. A nice shot by Teague.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead. You know, winning on the road is often about the little things, and that's where Atlanta came up a bit short last year. Why they ended up with only 14 road wins, the lowest of any playoff team in the East.
Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Charlotte. Feeds to Korver. Back to Teague. Carroll passes to Millsap. Horford kicks to Carroll. Pass to Teague. Dishes it to Carroll. Korver passes to Teague. Second chance shot. They get it back. And the pass to Horford. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Hornets trail by 14. Walker with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his 3rd foul of the game. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Here's Jefferson. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. That's 12 points for Al Jefferson.
Textbook right here. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
The Hawks leading by 12. Outside Teague. Deflects the pass. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. They get a hand on it. We've got 1:55 left here in the 4th quarter. Horford dishes to Teague. Horford sets a screen for Teague. He kicks it to Carroll. Good on the 3-point shot.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. They gave him a wide open look there.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 15. A minute 42 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Henderson kicks to Walker. Charlotte moving it around. Shot by Zeller, no good.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Here's Carroll. 1:22 left in the 4th quarter. Shot clock at 6. The jump hook and the basket by Horford. Horford's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And so here we go, just rolling along to the finish line in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Atlanta.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
Yeah, I thought the subs came in and did an outstanding job, Kevin. Those points off the bench were huge.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
Well, this win gives them a victory in round 1 of what's basically a 4-game fight between these teams this season.
And it will be a fight, Steve. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra meaning for the players.
Depth always a factor in wins like this, and what an incredible game out of nowhere it was for Paul Millsap. Every time there was a big possession, a big play, he was contributing in some manner. Just a great game for him.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Lonley's checked in for Jefferson. Williams comes in for Zeller. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Kemba Walker. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. Cephalosha comes in for Damari Carroll. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Teague. Now, here's Scott. Here we go, all alone. Here's Roberts. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And the defense just lets him go there.
And once he hit the open floor, there was no looking back. Straight to the rack.
Here's Schroeder. Off target with that shot. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.